You fooled them, haven't you, Michael? But not me.
So today we're going to be discussing what is the best origin story for Michael Myers. So in this video we're going to be talking about primarily Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, and Rob Zombie's Halloween, because those two films focus on the origin of Michael Myers the most out of the entire franchise. So let's go ahead and begin. John Carpenter kept things vague and mysterious with the original Halloween. We don't know why Michael killed Judith, and whenever we get a speech from Loomis, it instantly hooks us because we want to know more about Michael.
The blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
In Halloween 2, we get a little bit more information about what Michael's motives could be. Not only was John Carpenter drunk, but he was dealing with writer's block whenever he wrote that Michael and Laurie were siblings.
That girl, that Strode girl, that's Michael Myers' sister.
I personally have never minded this. I think it adds to the lore of Halloween, but it doesn't explain Michael's supernatural powers. It wasn't until the Thorn trilogy that we got an explanation behind Michael's supernatural abilities. In The Curse of Michael Myers, we find out that it is the Curse of Thorn that grants Michael his inhuman strength and physical immunity.
It was pure evil.
The Curse of Thorn is revealed to be a mystical runic symbol based on the namesake constellation Thorn that would appear during the ancient feast known as Samhain, All Hallows Eve, or simply Halloween. To prevent mass death among the tribe, one family was chosen to bear the curse. The bearer of the curse would have to kill his or her entire family.
The sacrifice of one family meant sparing the lives of an entire tribe.
So that is the explanation given for Michael's origin in Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. So now I'm going to toss it to my good friend Devin from the Dante Graves YouTube channel. His link will be down below in the description. He's going to help me talk about the Rob Zombie remake.
I'm Devin from the Dante Graves Show, as he just told you. Thank you, Chris, for that very kind entrance. However, there is nothing about me being here that's going to be kind, with the exception of that intro. Because my opinion is not locked in here with yours. Your opinion is locked in here with me. I might be the only person on planet Earth that actually likes this movie. It seems like with every year that comes, less and less people like this movie. Either they grow out of it, or the people that did like it died, or something. But I'm one of the last holdouts. I feel like the man in the high tower that still likes this movie. I don't hate Halloween 6. I know that the whole purpose of this video is to pit me and Chris against each other, but I have nothing but good things to say about Chris and Halloween 6. Well, no, I wouldn't say nothing but good things about Halloween 6, but I have nothing bad to say about Chris. Thank him for being here, and now let's get to work. In the Rob Zombie remake, basically, we're given the origin story that Michael Myers is the end result of a bad home, a very toxic, ugly home. There's a lot of fighting. You've got the slutty mom, should we say sexually active daughter.
Elvis,
We've got the abusive stepdad who is an idiot. We've got the baby caught in the middle of it, and then we've also got the other baby caught in the middle of it, Michael Myers.
Thank you, Devin, for explaining the origin of Michael in the Rob Zombie remake. The cool thing about the original film is that Michael looks like he came from a good home. His parents looked like they were nice, you know, middle-class people, had a nice home, and why did he do what he did? And that's cool, that is intriguing. When you get all the answers thrown in your face, you give them this generic, run-of-the-mill backstory to one of the most intriguing and mysterious characters of the entire horror genre, you know? And they ground him in reality in that way, but also you're telling me that kid grew up to be 7 foot tall? I mean, yeah, he does have supernatural powers in the original Halloween, but the cool thing about that is he's a normal human being. Like, he's not Andre the Giant. He is about, I think the actor was 5'10", 5'11". Michael, he does grow in the sequels, I will say that. I feel like people have this image of Michael that he is as big as Jason. I don't think he really was until later on down the line. That was something that I liked, you know, he looked like an average human being that was capable of so much just crazy stuff that you wouldn't think would be possible. He was purely and simply evil. And the Rob Zombie remake totally misses the mark on that completely. Fucking horror! So while I like the Curse of Michael Myers origin story better, well, okay, it's not flawless. I will say this right out of the gate. It's not flawless, but following up Halloween 5, they didn't know what they was doing. They really didn't. They did not know the identity of the Man in Black. I think Halloween 6 actually really ties things like good together, especially the producer's cut. But the producer's cut does have one thing that I absolutely do not like, and that is Michael impregnating Jamie. I don't like that. But the other stuff, you know, tying it all together, even though it's flawed, I think it is a lot better than the Rob Zombie remake, because at least it is keeping the origin and the supernatural powers and how Michael got them. It's still within, it's deep rooted within the Halloween lore, like of the holiday Halloween. So it has that feel to it, and the film has a really great atmosphere. And you know, yeah, he gets stopped by the power of the rooms. So what? I'm tired of people. Okay, sorry, I lost my cool there. Yes, he does get defeated by some rocks, but okay, look, listen. The origin is kept within the holiday of Halloween. I think that's badass, because that's a lot better and a lot more unique than he came from a bad home. The people around him, his family, were awful. That to me is just bland, generic, and boring. So I like the cult, the Curse of Thorn, and all those things because it creates an amazing atmosphere for the movie.
Michael is definitely the victim in a lot of this movie, throughout most of it. Him being a killer and fucking brutalizing a bunch of people. And see, now, here's the thing. He is still pure evil. It's not like they're making Michael Myers an anti-hero. He's an anti-hero up to a point, and then he crosses a line. With Danny Trejo's character, we're like, oh, well, surely the version of Michael in this movie won't kill that guy, but he does. He kills that guy. So he's still evil. So it's not like they totally, like, dropped any and all supernatural undertones to Michael. He's still bulletproof. He's still basically unkillable. He's still superhumanly strong. He's still superhumanly fast while just walking. They don't explain his mass growth spurt. They don't explain why he doesn't talk anymore. They don't explain his fixation with masks. I mean, they try and, like, poke it. Well, it could be this, but we never know what it is. And a lot of people just don't like the movie itself. Like, they just don't like the movie. I mean, it's... When I'm watching a remake, I want to see something different than the original. If you're going to say we're remaking the original, you better have a good goddamn reason. You better have something to show me that gives me a different experience than what the original gave me. I can put in John Carpenter's Halloween and Rob Zombie's Halloween and get two totally different experiences. Now, yes, obviously, no fucking shit, I prefer the original one. But I like having the option of watching the same movie, but in this, like, totally inverse perspective where everything's grimy and dirty and vicious and mean and angry. I like that. I like having the option. He doesn't talk, he wears a mask, he stabs people with a knife, he's got a cool theme song, he can't die. That's the constant. He's pure evil in every iteration. Even in this one, in the Rob Zombie one, it doesn't demystify him being pure evil. He still is pure fucking evil. Yes, he has one familial connection, and when that familial connection turns her back on him, he tries to kill her also, relentlessly, without mercy. I really do get down with the Rob Zombie movie. I like that. I like the brutality. I like the viciousness. I like seeing Michael as a person with trauma and with anger and with love even deep down. Like, I know some people, like, it just makes their fucking blood boil that even is a thing. But, look, me, if you ask me who Michael Myers is, he's the Shape. He's the boogeyman. He's nothing and everything at the same time. He's pure fucking unstoppable, unadulterated, unfiltered evil. But the Rob Zombie movie, I'm sorry, I just can't get angry about it. I enjoyed it as a kid. I enjoy it now. It's got some fucking cool kills. It's got some great music. It's got some fucking cool shit in it. I like it. It's got Ken Foree and Michael Myers fighting in a dirty bathroom. And a lot of people also that bring up the fucking Rob Zombie one, like, oh, it completely demystifies Michael and it just fucking there are people who say that who I think are cool. A lot of the people, though, that say it just tend to be fucking stick up their ass, butt knocker, fucking bootlicking piece of shits that just don't like horror movies to begin with. Like, they just don't give a fuck about Michael Myers as a character. And what's so funny to me also is you get all these people saying that the Rob Zombie movie, like, they butchered it, they bastardized it, they fucking ruined what John Carpenter did, he desecrated ground zero of the slasher franchise or whatever. And they complain that we never get anything new. We want something new. But then when 2018 came out, everyone was like, oh, finally, a breath of fresh air. It's mind-blowingly brilliant. When all it did is just copy someone else's homework and change it a little. And that's what we want. That's what we were wanting the whole time. Rob Zombie literally did give you something different. You could say you didn't like it, but it was fucking different. And you could say, well, the second half just retreads the first movie. It retreads the first movie from a completely different parallel reality eyeball. Like, it's not, you can watch them back to back and they look nothing alike from one another from top to bottom. The characters are different, are written differently. You could say they're written worse, but they're written differently. It was something different. It was a completely unique, bold take on a beloved movie. And people didn't like it. And then they get the same thing, and now they're complaining that all we ever get is the same thing over and over. We want something new and original. It's just like Halloween fans and horror fans and movie fans and just fans in general are fickle. I like all of Halloween except for Resurrection. I like all of it.
What is your opinion? Would you pick The Curse of Michael Myers or the Rob Zombie remake? Which one do you think has the better origin story for Michael Myers? So I want to say a big thank you for Devin on joining me in today's video.
Thank you for letting me be a part of the video. I'm going to plug real quick. Dante Graves Show. It's a show where I play a character named Dante Graves. He's a ghost hunter, but he ends up hunting monsters and serial killers and slasher villains and ghosts and all sorts of stuff. It's available on my channel. It's got a Halloween special coming up really soon. I've got a Halloween Kills video coming out soon. I review horror films. I just do spooky stuff all the time. Chris, thank you so much for having me on the show, and I hope I can do it again sometime.
And I want to say thank you for watching, and stay tuned. October 17th, we're going to be taking a look at the Thorn trilogy.